up? My name is Sammy Satoa.
And I'm Jerome Sarami, and we are your Friendship Game coordinators for Friendship Games 2009!
Alright, and today we created for you a Friendship Games tutorial video. Within this video, we will be discussing each of the games that you'll be participating at this year's Friendship Games.
In this video, it contains the objectives for each game, the rules and regulations, how to play the game, and the do's and don'ts of Friendship Games.
Alright, so without further ado, let's begin with our first game.
Alright!
Each school has a team of 16 players, 8 boys and 8 girls, which will then split up into 4 sets of alternating boys and girls. We'll relay from one side of the field to the other. Once all the players have relayed from one side of the field to the other, they must sit down and the corresponding referee will raise his or her hand to signal completion of the relay. The groups may not exchange skis until the end of each ski has completely passed the end line. If a player's strap breaks, that player must get off of the wooden ski. Each player must face forward and their feet must be strapped to the wooden skis at all times during the competition. If 3 of the 4 straps break, your school will be placed in the next heat.
The next game is the Nasty. This consists of 5 girls on one side, 5 guys on the other. The team of 10 will relay the PVC pipe between their legs from one side of the field to the other, delivering the PVC pipe between their legs without the use of their hands. Only the first person may use his or her hands to place the baton into position between their legs. If a player drops the baton during or on the way to exchange, he or she must return to his or initial starting point. No hands can be used. Think of the other ways to exchange the baton. Hands can only be used if the baton is dropped. Player must cross the line before transferring the baton. Once the last person on the team delivers the team's baton, that team is finished and must sit down. That time, the corresponding referee will raise his or her hand to signal the end of the game.
Each team must consist of 10 males, 10 females, alternating in the line, facing each other's back. The objective of the game is to transport water from one line towards the bucket. Each team is allowed a time of 2 minutes to retrieve water from the front of the line with the flower pots and quickly transporting them to the rear where a small bucket is located. Once the 2 minutes expires, the referees will measure the buckets and will reward points to the top 3 teams in the heat.
Each team will consist of 10 players, alternating 5 males and 5 females. They will line up facing each other's back, having their arms extended at shoulder height. The last person in the line will then drop to his or her hands and knees and crawl as quickly as he or she can between the legs of his or her teammates. Upon reaching the front of the line, that person will then stand up and be in position to allow teammates to pass through his or her legs while still having arms extended at shoulder height. Corresponding teammates from the rear will then start crawling once the previous person is standing. No one is allowed to move except for the person that is crawling. Everyone's feet except the crawler must stay planted. The teammates will start at one end of the field and all of them will have to cross the finish line on the opposite end to complete the game. Once a team has lined up on the side of the finish line accordingly, the referee will raise his or her hand to establish that the team has completed the game. A team will consist of 8 players, 4 females and 4 males, which 7 people will be laying on the ground head to toe, alternating male to female,
all the while having their 8th teammate, male or female, on top. The 8th teammate is rolled continuously to reach the finish line, located on the opposite end of the field. The last person of the conveyor belt continuously switches quickly to the front of the conveyor belt, which is heading towards the finish line. If they do not switch, the transported teammate will fall off the conveyor belt and will have to start at the point where he or she fell off. Those who compose of the conveyor belt may not use their hands to transport their teammate along the length of the field. Propelling a teammate is illegal and is very unsafe in transporting a teammate to the finish line. The transported teammate who falls during the conveyor belt will have to start at the point where he or she fell off. The transported teammate must lay on his or her back with arms crossed and cannot move while being transported. He or she can only move where they are dropped.
Alright, we hope you guys enjoyed that Friendship Games tutorial video.
And just to recap, we went over each of the games, we went over the objectives, the rules and regulations, how to play the game, and the do's and don'ts of Friendship Games.
And if you guys should have any other questions, please feel free to visit our website at www.csufpasa.com. That's csufpasa.com, and just click on the Friendship Games link. So just to remind you, Friendship Games 2009, Cal State Fullerton, BCS Lawn, October 24th.
See you there!